and we are very pleasured and honored to have you, ma'am, Mrs. Pranita, Assistant Manager, MSME, Government of India, Nagpur. Dear friends, we all know that during your education period, there was churning of thoughts about what to do after education. So many of you look for placements, higher studies, and some want to start their own enterprises, their own business. So today's session is for those who want to start their own enterprises or want to start, incubate their ideas into startups. This session will be very useful for all of those. Friends, we know we have organized several sessions of under IIC of renowned entrepreneurs, innovators, and startup CEOs, and they all come with one problem in common, that they don't have any ideas about uh, entrepreneurs and facilities and schemes of government during their college period. So keeping this in mind, we are organizing this session. And so I will not take much of your time and request Parinita ma'am, Assistant Manager, MSME Nagpur, to start the session.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. I would like to thank the professors from LIT for inviting me and giving me opportunity to present the schemes of MSME in front of the students and motivate them for the entrepreneurship. So thank you, sir. It's I think all the students after engineering, they most of the time students think about the job, higher studies, but very few students think about the entrepreneurship. They very few students think about to start something. But I think when they do some projects in their final year or third year, so that time I think they should think like they should start their own enterprise. They can start, they work on different projects during because I do belong to the same institute. So I know during my time also I was thinking, I've worked on many projects. So I thought, let's why not to start the business, but that was not possible because I even didn't know many of the schemes, how to start and how to start the business, from where I could arrange the money, everything. There are many problems. So I think now all the students have got this opportunity that college have arranged such kind of presentations for the student to start the business and how to start the business. So I think this will be the great opportunity for the students. So I request all students to go with this presentation very carefully. You will find the best how government can help you in starting your own business. So I think you should focus some of the financial schemes. I'll explain what MSME is doing for the prospective entrepreneurs and for the existing entrepreneurs. So we have a few schemes. So I think I will start with the presentation now. So can you see the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So my name is Parinita Pandhara. I'm the Assistant Director. I'm from the Indian Enterprise Development Service Cadre, working at MSME Development Institute, Nagpur. MSME Ministry of MSME, this is the apex body and nodal agency for formulating, coordinating, and monitoring the policies and programs for promotion and development of micro, small, and medium enterprises. MSME Development Institute is a field office of Ministry of MSME situated in the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra, and this office is working for the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra. We have different offices at various places throughout the country. This is MSME Development Act 2006. So before this act, everyone knows about, no one knows what is MSME. Before that, we all used to know small scale industries. So after this MSME Development Act, the small industries becomes the MSME. The name has changed. When this MSMED Development Act enacted, this act was notified in 2006 to address the policy issues affecting MSME as well as the coverage and investment selling of the sector. The salient features of this act includes the setting up of National Board for MSMEs, classification of enterprises, advisory committee to support MSMEs, measures for promotion and development and enhancement of MSMEs, and schemes to control the delay payment to MSMEs. So these few features have added to this act. And after this act, the name has changed to MSME from industries and small scale industry. So you will understand. I think there is some problem. This is what is enterprise. You can see enterprise and its registration. So before we used to call business, now we called it enterprise. So enterprise and what is the registration? So a company, especially one involved in the manufacturing or services, that we called enterprise. And the registration for that enterprise is Uddam registration certificate. Throughout the India now, Uddam registration is compulsory for every business, every enterprise. If it is shop, it is any kind of manufacturing unit, any kind of service unit, or any kind of shop, they should have Uddam registration certificate compulsorily. Now this is the classification as per classification of the enterprise as per MSME Act 2006. So everyone should know what is MSME, because as our department is Ministry of MSME. So MSME means it is not the name of the department, but MSME means micro, small and medium enterprises. And it is based, the micro, small and medium are based on their the classification has made on the basis of the investment in plant and machinery and their turnover of the business. So you can see existing and revised definition of MSME. So earlier it was different, but after COVID and this has changed. The criteria in plant and machinery for manufacturing enterprise and considered as micro, the investment should be below 25 lakhs. For small, investment should be below 5 crores. And for medium industry, it should be 10 crores. And for service enterprises, investment is 10 lakhs. For small, 2 crores. And for medium, investment is 5 crores. So if anyone wants to set up the business, they have to first think about the investment, means the category of the business, whether it could be micro, small or medium. And in terms of turnover for manufacturing and service, both the unit, for micro, it should be 1 crore and 5 crore, investment 1 crore and turnover 5 crore. For small, investment 10 crores and turnover 50 crores. And for medium, investment 50 crores and turnover 250 crores. So this is the revised, means in present dates, the investment and turnover should be 1 crore and 5 crore for micro enterprises. This is Uddam registration. So if you want to start any business, after setting up of the business, you have to do the registration to which we called Uddam registration. So this Uddam registration recently notified by Ministry of MSME. And it is the new notification issued by Ministry of MSME says that from July 1st July 2020, MSME, micro, small and medium enterprises will be known as Udyam. So even after enterprise, earlier it was business, after that it becomes enterprise, and now it is Udyam. And the enrollment or registration process will be known as Udyam registration. So it is completely online process. The link here is the link we have given, www.udyamregistration.gov.in. On this portal, you can register your firm. I think there is a problem. These are the terms for Udyam registration. There are only few documents required, such as Aadhaar card, PAN card. The unit should have GST number. They should be proper income taxpayer. So these are the nominal criteria.
जैसे कि आप जानते हैं कि यूनियन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एमएसएमई ने डिक्लेयर किया था। हेलो दोस्तों, जैसे
These are some videos with see if sir, if your students are ready with the to see the videos, I can show the videos.
लघु और मध्यम उद्योग से जो भी लोग जुड़े हैं वो यहाँ
No
पर
problem,
अपना
ma'am.
रजिस्ट्रेशन करा सकते हैं।
No problem.
So the registration is not that important. So these are the benefits of Udyam registration. So I'm going to start with that.
हेलो दोस्तों, जैसा कि मैंने पिछले वीडियो में आपको बताया था कि उद्यम रजिस्ट्रेशन जो है भारत सरकार की तरफ से वो शुरू कर दिया गया है। तो एमएसएमई यानी कि सूक्ष्म लघु और मध्यम उद्योग से जो भी लोग जुड़े हैं वो यहाँ पर अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन करा सकते हैं एसएमई, और जो ऑलरेडी ईएम2 या यूएम वो भी अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन करा सकते हैं। पिछले 2 दिन से ये वेबसाइट डाउन थी। अभी भी इस वेबसाइट के कुछ फीचर्स हैं जो कुछ लोगों के लिए काम नहीं कर रहे हैं। हालांकि बाय एंड लार्ज ये वेबसाइट अब आ चुकी है। तो इस वीडियो में मैं आपको बताऊंगा किस तरीके से आप रजिस्टर करा सकते हैं। तो अगर आप पहली बार मेरे चैनल पर आए हैं तो प्लीज मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, साथ ही साथ इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए। तो यहाँ पर हमें, अगर आप पहली बार रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं तो पहले लिंक पर आपको क्लिक करना होगा, और अगर आप ऑलरेडी रजिस्टर्ड हैं तो आपको दूसरे लिंक पर क्लिक करना होगा। तो उसका इंटरफेस कुछ इस तरीके से यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं। तो हम पहले न्यू एंटरप्रेन्योर वाले ऑप्शन पे मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ किस तरीके से यहाँ पर आप कर सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पर आपको आधार नंबर और जो आपके आधार पर नाम है वो यहाँ पर जानकारी देनी होगी, अपना आधार नंबर और आपके आधार नंबर पर जो नाम है। अभी बहुत सारे लोगों के मेरे पास कमेंट्स आ रहे हैं कि आधार नंबर के साथ उनका मोबाइल नंबर उनके पास नहीं है या मोबाइल नंबर दूसरा है। तो उस केस में मैं आपको बता दूं, पहले आप अपना आधार नंबर और अपना मोबाइल नंबर एक तरीके से लिंक कराइए, अदरवाइज आप यहाँ पर एमएसएमई रजिस्टर नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो जो आपका आधार के साथ मोबाइल नंबर लिंक होगा उसी के ऊपर आपको ओटीपी मिलेगा और तभी आप आगे जा सकते हैं। तो यहाँ आने के बाद आपको अपना आधार नंबर डाल देना है। मैं अपना आधार नंबर, उद्यमी का नाम डाल के और वैलिडेट और जनरेट ओटीपी प्रोसेस करके आपको दिखा देता हूँ कि आगे किस तरीके की जानकारी आपको देनी होगी। यहाँ पर जब आप एक बार ओटीपी एंटर करने के बाद आपको वैलिडेट पर प्रेस करना है। जैसे ही आप वैलिडेट पर प्रेस करेंगे उसको एक वैलिडेशन जो है आधार का वो सक्सेसफुल हो जाएगा। उसके बाद आपको टाइप ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सेलेक्ट करना है, यानी किस टाइप का आपका ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। जो आपके पास ऑप्शन है वो आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं। प्रोप्राइटरशिप है, यानी कि जिस तरीके से कुछ शॉप्स होती हैं, पार्टनरशिप फर्म है, सोसाइटी है, ट्रस्ट है, पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी है, प्राइवेट कंपनी है, वो यहाँ पर आप एक तरीके से सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो प्रोप्राइटरशिप यहाँ पे हम सेलेक्ट कर देते हैं। वो है पैन नंबर, आपको यहाँ पर उसके हिसाब से ऑप्शन देना होगा। और फिर उसके बाद यहाँ पर आपको इस तरीके की बाकी की जानकारी अपने, यानी कि मोबाइल नंबर, ईमेल, आपका नाम, आपका जेंडर, आपके जो एंटरप्राइज का नाम है वो आपको देना होगा, लोकेशन आपको यहाँ पर देनी होगी। और अगर आप, जैसे कई ऐसे ऑप्शन हैं, अगर आपकी फैक्ट्रीज हैं तो अगर आपके एक से ज्यादा प्लांट हैं तो आप वहां पर ऐड प्लांट कर ऑफिशियल एक तरीके से उन सभी का एड्रेस दे सकते हैं। और अगर आप जो हेड ऑफिस होता है, यूं कहिए कि ऑफिशियल एड्रेस जो आपके बिजनेस का है वो आपको यहाँ पर अगले उसमें देना होगा। अगर आप पहले से रजिस्टर्ड हैं अगर, तो यहाँ पर आपको वो जानकारी देनी होगी पहले से रजिस्टर्ड है या नहीं। स्टेटस ऑफ एंटरप्राइज, यानी कि कब आपने अपने आप को रजिस्टर कराया था एक उद्यमी के तौर पर, या आपने कब प्रोप्राइटरशिप ली थी, वो आपको यहाँ पर देनी है। उसके बाद आप यहाँ पर अपने बैंक की जानकारी देंगे, जो आपकी एक तरीके से आपके जहाँ पर जो आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या यूं कहिए जो आपकी प्रोप्राइटरशिप फर्म है, जो उसका बैंक है वो आपका यहाँ पर विवरण आपको देना होगा। आप सर्विस सेक्टर में है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में है, ये आपको यहाँ पर जानकारी देनी होगी। और उसके बाद आपको जो है नेशनल इंडस्ट्री क्लासिफिकेशन का कोड आपको देना होगा, ये आप ऑनलाइन भी सर्च कर सकते हैं। बाकी यहाँ पर उस कोड की आपको जानकारी देनी होगी, कितने व्यक्ति आपके कारोबार में आपके साथ हैं, वो सब आपको यहाँ पर जानकारी देनी होगी। टर्नओवर इत्यादि की जानकारी के बाद ये सारी जब आप जानकारी दे देंगे, उसके बाद सबमिट एंड गेट फाइनल ओटीपी पर आपको क्लिक करना होगा। यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं सबमिट एंड गेट फाइनल ओटीपी पर जब आप क्लिक कर देंगे तो आपको एक रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर मिल जाएगा। और उसके कुछ टाइम बाद जब आपकी सारी जानकारी सरकार की तरफ से एक तरीके से सत्यापित कर ली जाएगी, वैलिडेट कर ली जाएगी, तो आपको आपके ईमेल एड्रेस पर एक ई रजिस्ट्रेशन का डॉक्यूमेंट मिलेगा जिसमें क्यूआर कोड भी होगा, और उसको आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। और इस तरीके से आप अपना एमएसएमई का रजिस्ट्रेशन पूरा कर सकते हैं। तो ये तो बात हुई।
सर ये था complete registration process. Now the students they are the prospective entrepreneurs, so they should know how to register the new enterprise. So I think you have understood what is the process. Very simple process, just a one page form for the Udyam registration. Recently, we have added the wholesaler and retail sector into MSME, and we have given some NIC codes to the retailers. Earlier, retailer and shopkeepers, they were not included in the MSMEs, but now, as per the new notification, the retailers and wholesalers have already also added in the NIC code and Udyam registration. They are also eligible for the Udyam registration now. So for them, the NIC code newly added 45, 46 and 47 for retail trade and wholesale shop. And these are the subcategories for NIC code 45, 46, 47. So whenever you go for Udyam registration, you have to choose NIC code for your product. There are some NIC code category wise it has mentioned. There are the division is the major category, and it has a subcategory like groups. It is divided in groups. So accordingly, you have to choose what kind of business you are going to do, and as per that product or as per that service, you can choose the NIC code for your product. This is again the provision for delayed payment to MSMEs. This is basically for the existing entrepreneurs, delayed payment. Those who are having existing entrepreneurs, like if they are giving participating any tenders of PSU. So if there are any delay in their payment, or any small industry, if they supply their product to any large industry and payment get delay, in that case, as per MSME development, as per this Delay Payment Act, MSME will help the entrepreneur to settle down the payments with interest, with additional interest of the delayed dates. So this is the delay payment process. This is one video. It's a kind of a motivational video, so I want to play this video for all the students. I think the video has removed. So we will start with the schemes and services of MSME. This is the scheme. There are few schemes of MSME, like we give technical and management consultancy on PMEGP project consultancy, then entrepreneurship and skill development trainings, procurement and marketing support, technology and quality upgradation, assistance for export promotion, and cluster development. So these are few schemes of MSME. So in detail, we will see that. Then credit facilitation, Z certification, MSME Technology Center, Solar Mission, Honey Mission, Bamboo Mission, Raw Material Finance, MSME Mart. We have this infrastructure support scheme and single point registration. So these are some kind of schemes for MSMEs. What's happening with this? So can you see the presentation in this format?
The presentation is visible.
Visible, no? Because
Yeah,
this, yeah, I think there is some problem in the cursor.
Okay, no problem.
I'll show here only.
Yes,
So
sure.
this is entrepreneurship and skill development training. We give, we conduct kind of industrial motivation campaign, entrepreneurship awareness program, entrepreneurship skill development program, management development program. So this kind of training programs we conduct. Project consultancy we give in our office. If any students come, we give them how to select the product identification, site and technology selection, project report preparation, technical consultancy, application of filing in PMEGP Stand Up India scheme, licensing consultancy, financial assistance, HR management, logistic types or testing facilities. So such kind of consultancy we provide. These are some photographs of industrial motivation campaign. Industrial motivation campaign, basically this is one day campaign. I have already organized this campaign, industrial motivation campaign at LIT. So this is to motivate the students on the entrepreneurship skill development program. This is basically a 42 days training program. We provide different kind of trainings to the students along with the skill development training, along with the entrepreneurship training, so that if anyone wants to start their business, they can go with this training. And for financial things, they can use this ESDP certificate for further finance. I have conducted this entrepreneurship development program at LIT a few years back. So this is and management development consultancy, management development program. This is also based on the management development, which is required for the business to starting the to run the enterprise. These are the scheme on marketing support. So how we help MSME in marketing of the product. So government has the e-market portal, which is known as GEM portal, government e-market, which provides the opportunity to sell the products to government through digital mode. Means this is an online portal from which all the government departments purchase the product through that portal from all the micro and small entrepreneurs. Then the public procurement policy. There are the benefits for MSMEs in of public procurement policy. The free of cost tender, EMD exemption, 25% reservation to MSMEs, MSEs, including 4% for SC/ST entrepreneurs and 3% for women entrepreneurs in government purchase. Price preference of 15% over L1. So as you all are students, so you will not understand what is public procurement policy, but I'll just explain you. It's a just because of public procurement policy, MSMEs when participate in any tender of a government tender, they will be eligible to get 25% reservation for MSEs, 4% for SC/ST, and 3% for women entrepreneurs. Means if any SC/ST entrepreneur is going to participate in the tender, even if he is not eligible, he will get the 4% of the total procurement, 4% of the total annual procurement. Means he will get the tender even if he is not L1, he will be eligible for the 4% of the procurement purchase. So this is the best scheme for the micro, small and medium entrepreneurs. Then marketing assistance to MSMEs, free of cost participation in trade fairs, trade fairs like domestic trade fair and international trade fair. This is government e-marketplace, GEM. The site for the GEM registration for seller is www.gem.gov.in. This is the online platform for public procurement in India with the objective to create open and transparent procurement platform for government buyers. The platform aims to increase the transparency, efficiency, and speed in the public procurement along with the inclusion. So this provides the direct purchase, e-bidding, and bidding with the reverse auction and direct reverse auction. So all the facilities are given on the GEM portal on how to sell the product. So this is the success story of International Trade Fair. So few of the women entrepreneurs, they have participated in International Trade Fair at this is I think at Italy. So MSME supports them to participate, means to purchase the stall at the exhibition and airfare. We give the reimbursement. MSME give the reimbursement for airfare and stall rents. These are some photographs of domestic trade fair. This is credit facilitation. Credit facilitation is like a financial scheme. So credit facilitation, you can see interest subvention and credit guarantee, fund trust for micro small. These two schemes are helpful for any entrepreneur who are having their existing business. Credit fund trust, if they need any finance or they want to set up new machines in their business, they can go with the CGTMSC scheme. They can get the finance up to 2 crores without collateral from the bank. Interest subvention, if you are already having any finance, already taken finance, then and you are paying GST, so you can get the 2% interest subvention. And as a part of access to credit, this PM has announced the 2% interest subvention for all the GST registered MSME on fresh or incremental loans. So those are having already loan, they can get the interest subvention per year on their loan if they are GST registered MSME. Now this is PMEGP, Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. This scheme is this is the one of the scheme of Ministry of MSME for the prospective entrepreneurs. Means those who want to start their business at a micro level, they can start with this business with this scheme. Sorry. Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. This scheme has a subsidy. This scheme has finance without collateral. So the salient features of the PMEGP scheme: any individual above 18 years of the age is eligible. No income selling has been prescribed. Means you should not have any other income. For setting up of the project costing up to 25 lakhs in the manufacturing sector and 10 lakhs up to service in service sector. If you want to go with the PMEGP scheme, your investment should not exceed 25 lakhs, because this scheme has a selling limit up to 25 lakhs for manufacturing sector and 10 lakhs for service sector. Educational qualification, the person should be, individual should be 8th standard pass. Self-help group also including those belonging to BPL are also eligible for this scheme. Here the borrower contribution should be between 15 and 5% of the project cost as per the social category. And subsidy also, the scheme have a subsidy up to 25% and 35% as per the social category and location of the unit, that is the rural or urban. If you are going to set up the unit in urban area and if you belong to general category, then you will get the subsidy up to 15%. And if you belong to reserve category, subsidy will be 25%. And in case of rural area, the subsidy will be 35% for reserve category and 25% for general category. This is Mudra loan. Mudra loan, this is basically for the existing entrepreneurs. If you want to expand your business, or if you have a small shop or any kind of service unit and you have to expand the business, you can go with the Mudra loan. Mudra loan also have 3 categories. For 50, just if the people required only up to 50,000, it comes under the Shishu Yojana. Loans from 50,000 to 5 lakhs, it comes under Kishore Yojana, and 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, Tarun. So, and the eligible borrowers are individual proprietary concern, partnership firms, private limited company, public limited company, and any other legal firm, proprietorship firm are eligible for this loan. This is the Champions portal. This portal has started during the COVID time, when the people, MSMEs, were suffering from most of the financial issues, most of the issues regarding their transportation and everything. So that time, the Ministry of MSME has launched the Champions portal so that the people can directly give their grievances, their complaints on the portal, so that we can resolve this within a day. So that time this portal has started. Creation and harmonious application of modern process for increasing the output and national strength, Champions. To help the MSME in this difficult situation in terms of finance, raw material, labor, permissions, etc. To help the MSME capture new opportunities, including manufacturing of medical items and accessories. So this, yeah, if anyone has any entrepreneur have any problem regarding their finance, regarding the raw materials, so they can put their grievance on this website www.champions.gov.in, so that we can resolve their problem within a day. If they telephonically could not be able to contact us, then that time they could help, we could help them in this way. The technology and quality upgradation. We have 2 schemes for quality and technology upgradation. A credit link capital subsidy scheme. In this scheme, the unit can get up to 1 crore financial assistance, and the subsidy of 15% and 25% for SC/ST. If any MSME wants to expand their business, they want to set up with a new technology machinery, they can take the help of credit link capital subsidy scheme. The second is a lean manufacturing competitiveness program. This is the basically cluster approach. This has a financial assistance for the lean consultants. MSME provide the financial assistance for hiring the consultant. This is intellectual property rights. Whatever the property rights any MSME takes, we give the reimbursement as per their patents. So for any product patent, we give reimbursement up to 1 lakh for domestic patent, reimbursement up to 5 lakhs for international patents, reimbursement up to 10,000 for the trademark registration, and reimbursement up to 50,000 for grant of geographical indication. So if you have any new projects, or if you do any research work and you have to patent your product, then you can go with the proper registration and patent process, so that whatever the expenditure you made, the MSME our department give the reimbursement of up to 1 lakh, and as per this criteria. Next is business incubation. So business incubation, as we all know, this there we give the grant in aid of up to rupees 1 crore to host institutions. The financial assistance up to 15 lakhs per idea, and seed capital of 20 lakhs per idea. So we generally choose host institution as engineering colleges, technical institutions at nearby places. Then Z certification. So Z certification scheme, the preference in if any unit take the Z certification, they will get the benefit in preference in government purchase subsidy 80% to micro enterprise, 60% to small enterprise, and 50% to medium enterprise if the unit get the certification, Z certification. This is business incubator. The component of, I'll just explain the component. Business incubation, host in institute or business incubator may get the financial assistance up to 1 crore for purchasing of plant and machinery, and the financial host institution will get the financial assistance up to rupees 15 lakh per innovative idea. If you have any innovative idea, any student or anyone, they can go to the business incubation center and give their idea. If that idea get approved, and if it is not anywhere patented, or if it we found it really the innovative idea, then we will give assistance up to 15 lakh to establish and work further research work on that idea. And seed capital up to rupees 1 crore for startups at 20 lakh per startup, means 20 we will give the financial assistance up to 20 lakhs per setup, per startup. These are the technology centers. We have some technology centers at various places, tool rooms and technology centers, where we give the design and manufacturing technology with the help of latest technology, skill development and consultancy services. This kind of product and the training related to this product we provide at our tool rooms and technology centers. The skill development training programs we conduct at various places with such kind of the skill development trainings topics like tool designing, then manufacturing, tool and die making, CAD/CAM, then CNC programming. So whatever the things required to set up the business, we provide training on that kind of topics. This is the upcoming tool room which is going to set up at Nagpur. That is the further idea. This is the export promotion scheme by Ministry of MSME. So those who are having the IC code for their business, they can export their product, and whatever the things are required to export the product, we give consultancy and assistance on that, like means getting the IC code, how will you export your product, what is that tie-ups with the consultants and all. So we provide such kind of assistance for exporting the product. As along with that, we have export facilitation center at our office. This is one of the kind of assistance in export promotion. Like if unit wants to participate in any exhibition, international exhibition, we give subsidy participation in 2 international exhibition everywhere. It means any MSME can participate in international exhibition for 2 years in a 1 financial year. The financial assistance up to 1 lakh for space rent and 1.25 lakhs for airfare. And even we give the subsidy for if any industry association and delegation visit to any international trade fair. Export facilitation cell assist in IC registration, guidance for export import documentation, tie with the international agencies for facilitation. So this we do in export facilitation cell. This is again the international cooperation scheme. This scheme runs by Ministry of MSME. This includes the visit of MSME delegation to other countries, participation of MSMEs in international exhibition trade fairs and buyer-seller meet in foreign countries, and holding the international conference relating to the MSME sector to be organized in India by industry association or government organization. So this is again the international cooperation scheme where we help the MSMEs to participate and go to abroad, and again to conduct the various international conferences in India. Export promotion through SEZ, Special Economic Zone, handholding support for setting up a new unit in SEZ, implementation of MSc CDP schemes in SEZ for infrastructure development, handholding support for custom related matters. So we also assist the entrepreneurs in setting up the business export promotion in SEZ, Special Economic Zone. So these are the schemes of MSMEs. This is not students. I think students will not understand these schemes. So I'll jump onto the cluster. In very short, I'll explain the cluster scheme. This is one of the scheme of MSME, cluster development. So cluster development is kind of where we give the grant in assistance up to 20 crores to the cluster. Cluster means it's a concentration of interconnected enterprise and associated institutions that face the common challenges and opportunities. So basically why we have designed this scheme, because if any small entrepreneurs, if they don't have a latest technology in their unit, they will not be able to make that quality product. So as per this scheme, we support them to make the common facility center where we can install all the latest technology machineries, so that the all small and micro entrepreneurs will get the benefit of that common facility center. The objective of the cluster development supports sustainability of MSMEs by addressing common issues, capacity building of MSME for common supportive action, create and upgrade infrastructural facilities in industrial estate and clusters, setting up of the common facility center, promotion of green and sustainable manufacturing technology. So this is the common facility center. If government assistance grant of up to 70% of the total project cost. Government of India grant 90% of the project cost for Northeast and hilly state, island territories, aspirational district, and LWA affected district, cluster with more than 50% micro villages, women owned by SCST units. So for SCST women, the government of India grant will be 90%. And of the total project cost, and for the general it will be 70%. And the limit is a project should not exceed 20 crores. The limit is up to 20 crores. Special purpose vehicle should be a Section 8 company. It needs a different special purpose vehicle, we call it SPV. So SPV should be a Section 8 company as per Companies Act 2013, prior experience of the positive collaboration among its members, and no single unit to hold more than 10% in the equity capital. So all the members should have the same equity capital, not more than 10%. So these are the few criteria for cluster development. I can show you the photographs of some of the clusters nearby Nagpur district. So this is Dal Mill cluster. These are the photographs of garment cluster, which is at Uppalwadi, Nagpur. MSME has given the grant of rupees 14 crores to this to set up the common facility center for the garment cluster. So you can see these are the high technology machines we have given at the common facility center, so that the small entrepreneurs can take the training at this center, and they can make the different designs at this center for the product. So you can see These are the photographs of garment cluster. This is the Dal Mill cluster, CFC, Common Facility Center at Dal Mill cluster. Such kind of machineries we have installed at the Common Facility Center. And this is rice mill cluster. This is also nearby Nagpur, at I guess at Ramtek. So these are few schemes of MSME. These are the photographs of exhibitions. I'll show you the video of a garment cluster. If it runs, I will show you the video. This is our garment cluster. You can see. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Wait.
Okay.
So this was the garment cluster. We have given the grant for this cluster. And these are the videos of Dal Mill cluster. I'll show you the video of Dal Mill cluster. Yes. That was the cluster MSc CDP cluster scheme. This is the Spurti scheme, Spurti of fund of regeneration, and Spurti scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries is an initiative by Ministry of MSME to promote cluster development in rural areas. So that was the MSc CDP, where we set up the clusters in the for the manufacturing unit. But the Spurti scheme, this is for the rural industrial area. If they are manufacturers of the handicraft project, so for for those artisans and all, for them, we have bring this Spurti scheme. In this scheme, the entrepreneurs can get the grant up to rupees 5 crores. This is the lean manufacturing scheme. It is the set of techniques which I've already explained. This scheme has the, I can directly jump onto the financial assistance. The lean manufacturing scheme is a set of techniques which have evolved over a long period of and are based on various minor to major breakthrough that helps in reducing the cost and help in and increase the productivity and competitiveness. Basically, this scheme is to increase the productivity of the productivity and competitiveness. The National Monitoring and Implementing Agency selected National Productivity Council and Quality Council of India is the implementing agency. And this lean cluster consists of maximum of 10 MSMEs and minimum 4 MSMEs. The financial assistance for this scheme is fund total project cost up to 36 lakhs. Government contribution will be 80% and private contribution will be 20%. So this will be the financial assistance for implementation of the lean. These are the photographs before and after. You can see we can say the scheme like best from west kind of. These are some identified cluster at Gondia. These are clusters at ongoing clusters at Bandara district. So thank you. These are the schemes. I have explained those schemes which are useful for the students. So thank you.
So thank you, ma'am, for your insightful and very detailed information about MSME. So it's very, I hope it's very helpful for students who want to start their enterprise. So hope same cooperation in future. I thank you.
Yes.
I thank you very
Excuse me,
much.
ma'am. Hello.
Some students have questions. Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, can we get the PT, whatever you have presented now?
You can go with the website. There you can find all the details. You visit www. Write down the website www.dcmsme DC Development Commissioner dcmsme.gov.in. You will get all the information, all the schemes of MSME on this portal.
Okay, ma'am.
Anyone having any question, they can ask. If you want the details about PMEGP, you can ask.
Ma'am, you told us about that 42-day campaign regarding training of
Industrial
entrepreneur.
motivation campaign. That was industrial motivation campaign and entrepreneurship skill development program. We conduct different kind of skill development programs and entrepreneurship in the industrial motivation campaign. Whenever you go, if you want to start any business and you go for PMEGP finance scheme, you need a certificate. If you have certificate, then only bank will finance you. So you should have entrepreneurship development certificate. That certificate we give through our programs. Those who attend EDP and ESDP, we give them the certificate for the programs, and that certificate helps them to get the finance from the bank.
Ma'am, how can we apply for that programs?
No, you can go to any institution, those who conducted such kind of programs. Like we conduct, MSME Development Institute conducts such programs. You can go to DIC, District Industry Center. They also conduct the same programs. You can go to MCED. MCED also conducts the same program. So you can approach any institute. And you can find the advertisement in the newspaper. Whenever we conduct the program, we give the advertisement in the newspaper. So accordingly, people contact us and they apply. Or we directly conducted the program at institutes like engineering colleges, various engineering colleges. So that time student can participate. Any more questions?
I think there was no more questions.
Okay.
So-
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me here.
Yes, and thank you for giving your valuable time. And we'll organize such sessions more for every batch frequently. So hope same cooperation from your side. Thank you very much.
Anytime, sure, sir.
So I thank
All the attendees are requested to turn the video. We have to take one's photograph as a formality. All attendees, please turn your camera on. Okay.
Okay. So with permission of Morak sir, I declare the session is over. Thank you very much. I thanks again, ma'am, for
Thank you, Parinita ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.